What up, Pittsburgh Steelers fans? Matty P, Shannon White here to talk about the running back situation for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We had high hopes for the Arthur Smith offense. We had high hopes for what they were investing in the line. We had high hopes with what we saw last year from Warren and Najee. And now we're almost 5 games into the season. It kind of seems to be falling apart at the seams. And if it really ever got going. But Shannon, tell me about your thoughts on Najee Harris.
Well, I've come to the conclusion that
here we go.
I was not happy when the Steelers selected Najee Harris in the first round.
Yeah.
For me, a first round running back has elite qualities.
Yeah.
And it could be incredible size and wiggle and nifty feet and vision. It could be speed and burst. There's different things it could be. But when I watched Najee Harris in college, I didn't see it.
No.
He was playing for the best team in the nation. They had a massive line. He ran to a hole. It was like, you're going to hit the B gap or you're going to hit and he knew where he had to get. They handed him the ball. He hit the hole full speed, and he was effective. All right, so we never got to judge his vision. We never got to judge his speed. A couple of long breakaways, he got run down from behind in college, but It happens. But I was like, I think that every time Mike Tomlin and Kevin Colbert looked at Najee Harris, they seen Derrick Henry because he is more similar in physique and style than about anybody else.
Yeah.
But he could not run the 40 at any point leading up to the draft. And we had discussions about it. I heard, he's a high 4.4 guys. Or, no, he's not close.
Nah.
I
reckon he's a 4.65.
Yeah, he's high 4.6 to high 4.7 or low 4.7, I believe. He does not have any wiggle. He does not have any burst. He has no vision.
Well, can I say something about the no vision? I've said this for a long time, and you and I have talked about it.
Yes.
We talked about this when I was telling you about like how we're coached up in rugby, and we talk about hitting a hole, which if you're assigned, if you've got the best line, they're going to create the hole that they assign, to you. He does not do what I call running into space. He runs into people.
Yes, right in the
And it's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
Yes.
Why are you running into the tackler? Run away. You want to run to the end zone. You want to run to get a touchdown. You want to run to get a first down. You don't run at someone. You're not bigger than every defensive lineman. You're not bigger than every linebacker. And even if you are, a good tackler is a good tackler. They're going to stop you. You're both human beings. It frustrates the heck out of me because I literally watch him run into people. It's not dodge 'em cars. It's football. Run past the bloke and get some yards. I don't get it.
You've seen it in person against the Chargers. In the end of the game, he had the long run to finish it out. He literally knows he cannot outrun these guys. So he looks for the contact. And he tries to attack them and instigate so that he can hopefully push them and continue to move forward, maybe to the end zone. He does it every time. He did it in college. That's what happens when you're slow. You're not going to break.
I'll tell you a fun fact about that game. I'll tell you about a fun fact about that run that he made that got to the 1 yard line.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to film the line. So I got out my phone and I tried to start filming the line. And then I wasn't expecting him to make that run. So then I noticed him actually hitting a bit of a hole. And I'm like, ooh. So I keep panning. So I have that whole run on my phone that I captured. It's a bit grainy because of, how far you are from the thing of it. But I sat there shocked. I'm looking at it happening live. I'm like, what?
Well, last game, he caught the little screen dump off. And it was actually a screen. He had guys in front of him. And he made a couple of good moves. cuts, and he, I think he went for 20-some yards maybe or whatever.
Yeah.
Had that have been Warren, when he broke to his left, across the field, he was gone. But Harris, they just run him down so quickly. Harris he is a terrible fit for Arthur Smith's offense. He is a terrible fit for outside zone. When he tries to, when you hand him the ball and they try to do some runs kind of like they did Le'Veon, and it's, get into the middle and then pick a hole. One, his vision doesn't allow it. Two, when he stops, the play's over because he has no acceleration. Bell was not fast, but he could accelerate fast.
But Bell also had a completely different line. Like, you can't look at this.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just telling you, there's been opportunities Bell could have made this line look good, and Harris doesn't. And that's going to get me to my next point. When he tries to go outside, they beat him to the spot. He either loses 2 yards or he drags somebody to get back to the line of scrimmage. He is a terrible, terrible fit. And he knows it. The Steelers know it. They did not pick up his 5th-year option. Everybody's talking about, well, what would you trade for this? Or who would you trade for that? If you can move Harris right now to a team who needs a running back, I would say you move him now.
But who's going to be the running back with Warren injured?
Well, hopefully Warren's injury is not long term. Patterson's hurt as well.
Yeah.
But I would take Jonathan Ward, who is a better fit for this running game than Harris. He has burst. He can get outside. He runs hard between the tackles. They got Shampkin.
Shanley, yeah.
But, for now, I'm just telling you, Harris is not going to be effective in this offense. And they need the running game to set up the play action and open up the whole offense, which is not happening. But here's my point, Matty. If you watch the second quarter against the Colts, if you didn't know better, you'd say Patterson is the former first-round draft pick at running back, and he's the starter, and Harris is the journeyman or the 35-year-old kick return specialist. Patterson looked good when he gets an opportunity behind the line. Warren has not been healthy all year. He got hurt at training camp, and I would like to see him set out another game or two and make sure when he does come back, he's completely healthy. Because they need him to be the starter. And then work Harris in some. But to make Harris effective, they're going to have to do what they did last year. They're going to have to be some trap plays, some gap runs, some, they're going to have to take it to where he doesn't have many options. He doesn't have to rely on his vision, and he definitely don't have to rely on his speed because he can't do it.
And the final thing I'll say, because I want us to do a segment on defense as well, is Najee Harris is also not a good fit for Justin Fields, right?
No.
I sat there and been pretty negative on the passing side of Justin Fields, but as a runner, Justin Fields is incredible. Najee Harris back there, though, he's too slow and he clogs. He makes it harder for Fields to do what Fields needs to do when Fields needs to rush. He's like an obstacle in the way.
He draws a lot of attention. If he had speed, they have to respect him getting outside, and then so he's going to take some, of that congestion with him. But the thing is, he's right there with him.
Well, and with the Steelers not having good tackles, it all like closes.
It creates congestion.
Yeah. So
totally agree.
Well, that's going to wrap up this segment of the Steelers Global Perspective. Stay tuned for more from us over the weekend.